this is a topic that touches on so many different issues, and it is how we value other people's perception of us more than how we view ourselves. So, quick example of this: social anxiety. I say this all the time, but like, social anxiety is all about how you're gonna potentially be seen in the presence of other people. So, if I stutter, they're gonna see me as someone who can't really talk. If I, you know, am not confident, if I'm not making eye contact, then I'm gonna be seen as someone who's awkward and cringe, right? But why does that matter? Like, this isn't like, this isn't to be like, come on, don't be. I'm not saying it like that. I'm really asking, why does that necessarily need to mean you have to fear that, right? And that is what I mean by you're valuing what other people think of you more than what you think about yourself. And this, again, root of a lot of different problems. And so I'm a life coach, right? And I work with clients who have this. And so I apply this principle to my life. But at the same time, whenever I'm trying to record a video, when I'm about to like post something with my face on it, whenever I'm about to write an email, I still have these thoughts of, what if people don't like this? And I'm able to talk to myself like a coach, and then I'm able to actually deliver. But why I'm saying this is to the unconscious mind that doesn't know about the concept that I'm going to talk about in this video. It can really be debilitating. It can prevent a lot of action from happening because you're so afraid of what other people may think. And so, how do we get around that? And how we get around that is by realizing that what other people think of you is not a reflection of your character, but more of an internal representation of their brain when they look at you. So, my mom, I love my mom because she's my mom. But when my mom was running our family business, my dad is a hypnotherapist in Korea, and they used to have an office. And there would be some, people who come for sessions, but then like they didn't really like it, and for a variety of reasons, and then they would demand my mom for a refund, right? When you talk to them, they probably don't like my mom. But what does that say about my mom? My mom just like is who she is, right? Taking it back to me, I have clients who tell me, "Thank you for working with me," and they tell me they benefited a lot from me. And on the other hand, I have received comments from Reddit saying that what I say is harmful and unrealistic. I have people who wanna who email me and then they don't show up. But what does that really say about me? Does that mean I'm a good coach, or does it mean I'm a bad coach? Does it mean I'm a good human being, or does it mean I'm a bad human being? I just am. And this is a common example that I say to what I used to say to a lot of clients, but I like Pepsi more than I like Coca-Cola. But what does it say about Coca-Cola and Pepsi? Like, does it like mean that Pepsi is a better soft drink? It doesn't. Pepsi just is Pepsi, and I prefer it because it's less tangy, it's sweeter. Tiger Woods is really good at golf, right? But I don't play golf, and I don't really like know how to watch golf. So I don't really have a good opinion about Tiger Woods. But does that mean somehow because of my belief Tiger Woods is less of a great golfer? Does it like? And I also don't really I didn't really get into like basketball when I was a kid. So Michael Jordan, I know like he's famous and all that, like, but I didn't live through his era. Well, I did live through his era, but I wasn't really watching basketball. But does that diminish his basketball abilities in his prime? It doesn't, right? But it's so difficult to think that way about ourselves. So I may go out and have an interaction with people, and then some people may give me like a judgmental look. Some people may think I'm weird. Some people may think I'm cringe. Some people may think I'm, like, oh, Asian, therefore bad. I don't know. Some people are racist, right? And so, but that doesn't really like mean anything about me. It just is a reflection of their beliefs. But why is it hard? But why is it hard to not? Why is that hard to remember all the time? It's because we're social animals, right? And a lot depends on how we interact with people, especially in this world, and especially in certain communities and cultures, where networking is really seen as important, where a sense of community is deemed to be really important in a successful life. So, like, for example, like, if you get into a good college and you get into like a good alumni network, then like it opens a lot of doors for you, right? And like when you quit your job and in a bad matter, you burn the bridge, so to speak, then there's a possibility that in the future you're not gonna be hireable in the same field, right? And so a lot depends on how other people perceives us. So it triggers the part of the brain that senses danger and threat when we are not seen as ideal, when we are not seen as good, right? And so basically, that other people's perceptions meaning a consequence on us, and especially negative consequence on us, is what is causing us to value other people's views of us, because it means something good or bad. It means like life, the quality of life that I'm about to have is handed down to me from other people. And why that's bad for mental health is we need to live our own lives. We need to express our personal power. We need to be ourselves in order for us to be mentally healthy. Because that's what our spirit, that's what our brain wants. We want to express our individuality. We want to shout out to the world, hey, I'm me. I'm unique and I'm not like others. I may be similar to others in some aspects, but I'm uniquely me. That like proclamation is freedom to be yourself, right? And that's why when that has been denied to certain groups of people, and then, for example, like females didn't have the right to vote, right? And then the suffrage movement happens, and then boom. Why does that feel so good for females? Because now they can be their self. And same goes for abolishing slavery. Why does that feel good for slaves? Because now they can be their own person. And why does like the civil rights movement, when it happens, why is it liberating? Why is it good? Like, why is it good for those groups? Why is it good for LGBTQ? Because now they can be themselves. They don't have to try to fit this artificial mold to be something that they're not, right? And so we want to express that's our base desire. We want to be ourselves. We want to be our own human being in this world of so many different unique people. But by living a life that is controlled by other people, oh, job opportunity determines whether I'm going to be financially successful or not. Oh, potential romantic partner rejecting me or accepting me determines whether I'm going to be happy or not. All of those things determining your life. Basically, you not having control of your life, but others having control of whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, whether you feel sad, whether you feel fortunate or not. That is why we care so much. That is why we are threatened. That is why we're hyper conscious of how other people view us. But again, how the fundamental truth of the matter is, you just are you. You, I can think you're a chicken, but you're not. I can think you're a dinosaur, but you're not. You're you. My opinion of you is mine. If your parents say you're unmotivated and lazy, that's their idea, that's their thought, that's their opinion of you. It doesn't mean you're unmotivated, you're lazy. And the reverse of that is true. If I think you're great, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are. You just are. If I think you're the most handsome, if I think you're the most beautiful person on this planet, doesn't necessarily mean that you are. Because you just are. And all comparisons are kind of inherently not objective because it's all subjective, right? So, whether you're struggling from social anxiety, whether you're struggling with self-image issues, weight, career development, all those things, what do you think about yourself? The things that you believe about yourself, are they genuinely your thoughts about you? Or is it an installed idea from somebody else, someone important, like your teacher from your elementary school days, or your parents? Having a good self-defined image is going to be a very, very good step in a good mentally healthy life. So, the last video is about the foundation. You are already complete. You are already perfect. There's no flaw in you. And now, even if other people don't see you that way, it doesn't change anything about you. Other people's perceptions of you are just other people's. It has nothing to do with you. So that is my second installment of Before You Start Therapy. If this video helped and you want to help me grow my YouTube channel so that this kind of content can be even more widespread to the people who need it, please click the subscribe button. And if you want to talk to me, click the like button, comment, do whatever you want, and I'd be happy. I would love to work with you. All right, see you in the next video.